You gotta do it now. You are not ready. You will learn. You need to ask yourself the right question. When you actually start choosing and making decision for yourself, it's actually there that you start living. Have you ever felt stuck in a routine, going through the motion, without really living and being productive? Today we're gonna see how to break free from this cycle and achieve more in a week than you will add in a year. Welcome on the DragonBorn Podcast. My name is Sam and I'm gonna be your host for today. On this podcast, we delve deep into self-improvement, tackling every aspect of your life, from physical and mental well-being to developing powerful habits that drive success. I find that from a young age, we are told to follow a specific path. Go to school, get a job, work there for 40 years, and retire. Does this path really lead to true fulfillment and success? We can maybe think that instead of sleepwalking through life, what if we started living with intention? It's about waking up to our full potential and actively creating the life we want. Most people believe the only way possible is to go through the conventional path and accept that path as the only answer possible. I like a quote from Steve Jobs that defined this: remembering you're going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You're already naked. There's no reason not to follow your heart. You have nothing to lose, so why not pursue the life you want? It's not just about managing time. It's about putting our energy into activities that align with our goals and values. For example, if my goals are fitness and health, I'm gonna prioritize training and meal prep. Differentiate busy from effective. True effectiveness comes from focusing on what truly matters and drive us forwards. So I want you guys to question yourself and challenge your thought and norms and expectation imposed to us. Are we following a path that truly resonates with who we are? And a great question to ask and to find if it is the case, you can ask yourself, what goals would you pursue today if fear doesn't exist? And you might go through and try to shut down those as fast as possible. Oh, I'm too short, too old, too lazy, too young, don't have the gear. It's all about luck. Your brain is not meant to see big goals. And it tries to shut down them because it is too hard. And it wants to save energy from you. It doesn't want you to succeed. Your own brain is fighting yourself. So I want you guys to see that you need to put in place marginal improvement to pursue your goals. As maybe your goals is to build a YouTube channel about history and have maybe 100,000 subscribers. It is two big goals. First of all, this goal is not a goal that is achievable. We're gonna say why. It is too big. You gotta implement marginal improvement. Might say, I want to post a video a week, and on this historical channel to grow it and be better. Every week I post a video, I want to be better. That is marginal improvement. Your brain is not meant to think that, oh, I'm going to achieve this, but you got to put in place the thing that you need to achieve. In this case, wanting to build your YouTube channel. So you got to define what is your real purpose or goals. And the best way I find is to say that fear does not exist. This is the real thing that you want to achieve. If fear doesn't exist, what do you want to do? And you will find the thing that you need to pursue right now to be the most productive as you can. You gotta remember that the life expectancy is 79 years in North America. So do you really want to put 80% of your life in the conventional path? Work endlessly on a job you don't like. When you actually start choosing and making decision for yourself on your goals, things that you want to succeed, it's actually there that you start living. If you can do something, marginal improvement, do it now and not tomorrow. If you want to do something, you gotta do it now and not putting it as tomorrow. You never want to do it tomorrow. Because when you're ready, it's too late. When you want to achieve something, to maybe edit a video, maybe do a thumbnail, you gotta do it now. You will learn. And in case, maybe the first thumbnail that you will do is bad, but you will learn by practicing, by doing it. You're not gonna learn by magic and, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You gotta pursue and go from there. You gotta stop listening about what are the best answer from someone else. Look for the answer for yourself. Stop looking for the approbation, the answer of any person. You need to ask yourself the right question. What is the thing that I will be the most proud in 1 year? What are the habits that are causing me problems? It can be as simple as endlessly scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. That could be one of the bad habits I have. You need to ask yourself the question. Nobody is going to give you the real answer, 100% answer. Only you can really find the answer. And you really start living when you're not waiting for the approbation of somebody else. Like in a childish way, you don't need to ask question. You need to ask yourself the question. You don't go to your teacher and ask what is the homework that you need to do. No, you ask yourself your own question. You gotta see it as you need simplicity. One of the quotes from Warren Buffett is one of my favorite quotes that simplify this as simple as possible. Simplicity as a way of improving performance through enabling us to better understand what we are doing. You gotta go simple when you try to achieve goals. And most of the people have their head on this, that, this, or that. And they start something without ever finishing it. Have you ever find yourself in this situation? Personally, it happened myself two times. I start doing something and I'm not pursuing it. I starting editing a video and I never finish it. We see a lot of people, myself included in this case. But you gotta go simple. What is the next task that you need to do? You gotta think that risk is all mentally in your brain. We're all gonna be dead in 200 years. Nobody is gonna remember us. The only risk is really coming from not knowing what you're doing. So if you keep getting stuck, you gotta learn and act as fast as possible. And most of the people get stuck on the thing that they can't modify. You need to don't waste your energy on that. The thing that you cannot control, you cannot do nothing about it. If you can do something about a thing and that is maybe done a bad way, you need to improve it. But if it is something that you cannot control, maybe you're scared of posting on social media because you know you will have bad comment. Even if you are the best man in the world, the best guy, you will always have one guy that will be against this guy on the internet. And that's completely normal. That will profoundly hate him and put hate comment. So you cannot get stuck on the thing that you cannot control in your life. If you really want to be the most productive, sure, okay, maybe a calendar, scheduling your thing, doing a morning routine can help. But those tips that I just give you are what really matters. Okay, maybe you can work on something for 40 years, but if it was not really the thing that you wanted to achieve, you just did this sleepwalking. You did go through and do something that you really didn't want to do. You need to ask yourself the question and stop maybe going on YouTube to find the answer. Oh, what is the best way to make money? Okay, maybe, SMMA, you need to do SMMA. Oh, you need to do social media marketing. Oh, you need to do copywriting. Oh, you need to do Shopify. Yo, brother, you gotta ask your own question and find the answer for yourself. Stop trying to always have the answer given to you. In resume of this episode, I want you guys to stop sleepwalking, living without a purpose or goal, and ask yourself if the conventional path is really what you want. I want you guys to change your goals in life and try to live with intention. Understand what is productivity. Productivity is not about tips that you can apply. Calendar, scheduler, morning routine. Sure, that can help. But it's about putting your energy on the work or the right place that you need or you want to be better. If you feel stuck, lost, ask yourself the right question. What is my goals if fear doesn't exist? What in 1 year I will be the most proud of? What are the 5 habits that destroy me the most? My productivity. Oh, endless scrolling or watching too much YouTube video without taking action. Oh, talking to friend online on Discord. You need to find those. Okay? Playing video games. You need to find what is your answer. I'm not gonna answer your question. I'm just giving you tips. Maybe this is not the question that suits you right, but I find it really helpful if you can see what is your real goal if fear doesn't exist. What is the thing that you want to achieve if fear doesn't exist? And my final tips for you guys on today's episode is, if you keep getting stuck on the same problem, or maybe you're not acting on something that you need to do. You know, when a friend comes seeking help to you and maybe ask you a question, what I need to do, this or that, you always have the right answer. But if you have the same problem as your friend, you will not have the answer. You need to distance yourself from your problem. And as the same way a friend is seeking help to you, you need to seek help to yourself. To distance yourself from your problem, you will find the solution. I like it to see it this way. If a friend had the same problem, what I will told him, a friend of mine wants to start a podcast, I'll say, man, go for it, man. Post 1 week at a time, and don't stop posting and upgrading your podcast, because your podcast will become better by doing more and more and more. Thank you guys for joining us through this podcast. I'm really grateful that you took your time to listen to us. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review on Spotify or put a like on YouTube if I give you any value, or you can also put a comment below to help us be better, and I will try my best to answer your comment. So thank you guys for joining us. See you in another one. Love you guys.